Well, I thought, I'm really proud of how we battled back after getting into such a hole in the beginning of the game, or beginning to the middle of the game. So I was really proud of our effort. I congratulate Xavier. I thought Freeze obviously was the difference in the game, and I wish we had played a little bit better to start and a little bit better to finish. But I'm really proud of how our guys battled against a very good team.
You called a couple timeouts during their opening run there. What are you saying to your guys on the bench there at that point?
Well, two parts. I mean, at some point, challenging them to make sure that we can handle this and just kind of do what you're supposed to do the next play. Don't let the deficit or anything like that bother us. And then at some points, just trying to say to calm down, that once we make a shot, that things will get a little bit easier and break that tension a little bit. So, those are not good situations to be in, especially at Xavier. But I really did think we handled it well, and especially the latter part of the first half, I thought we played really, really well to give ourselves a chance to even tie the game going into the break.
So is that what you thought maybe the difference was for you guys getting back in the game, was the fact that you made a basket and were able to kind of relax a little bit?
I think so. Derek hit a three to make it 16-3. Even though that doesn't sound like much, it just gives us opportunity. I think the next 4 points we scored were on free throws, and it just makes you relax and know that you're not going to get shut out, which is important. And then just making sure that you just have a little bit of confidence. Then you can draw on some other things. We weren't defending that poorly. So that's one thing we did keep saying. We're not defending poorly. We're not in control of the game by any means, but we're not, 16 points wasn't a ton of points for them either. So I just thought we did show poise, and getting the first couple of shots to go in was critical.
You've seen Kenny Freeze a lot in his career, but your players maybe didn't. How did you kind of size him up for them in your scouting?
Well, one thing is, what really hurt us is Darius, our center, had foul trouble the whole night, and so only played 15 minutes. That's not to take anything away from Kenny. He's a really good player. He has such a good touch around the basket, which is what separates him from most guys his size. And he's really improved and worked hard, I'm sure, to get to this point. So we tried to, you want to not let him get the ball. The problem is the two best players on the floor are on the perimeter. So you want to try to not let him get the ball without kind of giving too much help. And, the other part is we needed to have him miss a couple of those shots, and they rolled around and in a couple of times, and a lot of credit to him. And he went and got the ball. I mean, he offensively rebounded the ball great. And I think, for him, that was the difference in his stat line and probably the game. He really went and attacked and got the offensive rebounds.
Any other questions?
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.